Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Read New Game Plus.
Hi!
Yay!
I'm your host Duhad, and with me is Herr
Hey, children!
and Rydell.
Hello!
And as
And
always, because we do the rotating schedule, it is Herr Wutzig's turn to pick our story, and I believe he wants to go back to an old
Powerless
favorite.
boy, magical girl, because we all need some cool magi picked in our lives. You know what I'm saying?
Horse noises.
Oh
Call
wow!
it it.
Oh my God! It literally started raining as we started.
Oh God, that's
God
the sign from
himself has thrown down and said,
God.
"Fuck
Even
you."
God hates this fish.
Apparently.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we get started from
We
where
shall.
we picked up? All right. So we're still in the middle of chapter 1 because chapter 1 is a titanically sized chapter and all that.
Yep.
So we left off on I've done many murders.
Now, this, of course, is Titanic after it struck the iceberg and started sinking.
God damn it.
All right. As
Okay.
per usual, I'm going to close the stream chat while we do the reading, just because it's hard for me to focus on both things at once. As I said, we will be back later. I'll be back later on for something that I can actually communicate with you people on afterwards. So, for the time being, I will talk to you in an hour. But for now, let's read.
All right. All right, Al.
Alright? I've done many murders.
Zusa said, matter-of-factly.
It's all in my role. For the most part, I stripped him of any magical powers, too, so it should be fine. I don't want Homura to get involved with him. He may seem perfectly decent at first, but how should I say this? On that other world, he only managed to grasp her heart because Cube allowed him to subconsciously steal some of her emotional willpower. That's how Shade likes his girls. Strong, made weak because they're forced into loving him due to loneliness or something of the sort.
Oh
Like
my
shitty
God.
writing.
No. You know what I think that is?
What?
I think that what that is him personifying what it was that people criticized him for doing in Homura After Story.
Oh shit.
So, he canonized the fact that it was poorly written.
No, I think he's having the villain saying that this is the villain, right? I actually forget.
I think it might
Yeah,
be the villain.
I've done many murders. This has to be the villain. So yeah, he's having the villain. It's just like when we were reading, Starfleet Magic. He's having his villains spouting off the things his critics said about him, so that he can brush them off as like, whatever. You people are dumb and evil.
Jesus. Anyway.
But no. Starfleet Magic didn't brush them out as dumb and evil. It tried to,
True.
but
True.
in the end only justified them.
Yeah, really.
True.
That's true.
Okay.
Anyway.
This is Kyoko. Who the hell did I give Kyoko's?
Kyoko,
Is that a canon?
Yeah, it's this canon character, I think. Kyoko.
So I think that's you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Yeah.
remember what voice I gave her. Oh well, doesn't really matter.
I'm gonna make them up again.
It's not true. I think this is
Kyoko
Defoe.
wanted to yell, but she came out half stuttering. Could Zusa really be right? Of course she's right! That's exactly what happened in Homura After Story!
Why would you ever care about about justice or Homura? Do not speak
Homura?
Japanese. Homura. Anyways, you seem to be working for yourself.
I find Homura-san rather attractive.
Zusa said with a blush.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I'm a lesbian. I lie about a lot of stupid things, but my sexuality isn't one of them.
Who the
I've
fuck
seen
talks
her in
like
other
that?
world lines, and I haven't stalked her that obsessively. But I don't want to have her end up with someone as pathetic as the boy sitting beside me.
I only stalk her a little bit. God. He's
I
not.
I lie about lots of stupid things.
Like,
Like
what,
the
for
color of the
instance?
sky. I'd say it's black. Other people are like, no, it's blue. Whatever. I
Also-
lie. Ugh.
Also, lady, she just said I lie about a lot of stupid things. So technically, you have just admitted that how Shade likes his girls is, in fact, a lie.
Okay, so Kyoko, I was doing Willem Dafoe. Got it.
Yeah.
All right, I did get the right character. Good. All right. So whose line is it now? Anyway, so right up.
Kyoko's line.
He's not. Yeah, Kyoko.
He's not.
Kyoko muttered, but paused mid-sentence to look at Andy. Could she say that for sure? For this version of him, stripped of his power and some of his mental fortitude?
So I'm right, aren't I?
Zisa said harshly.
You're stuttering in your defense after all.
Kyoko shot up from her seat.
Shut up, you.
Kyoko, calm down.
Andy said, missing the voice Rydell gave him in the previous
I
video,
don't-
which was all.
Like I said,
Whatever.
I don't remember what voice that was.
It was
I'm making
really
a new
high
one.
pitched, like.
Oh, okay, fine. I think I know it. Kyoko, calm down.
That was it!
That's pretty good.
Andy said.
If this gets violent, there's no guarantee I or the others in this cafe will be safe. You can rage about it later in private.
Wait a minute, am I right?
That's what she said.
Ugh, fuck this story. Ah!
With this voice, it may well be.
Kyoko said, blushing and looking to the side, taking her seat.
Sorry.
No, this is Homura.
Homura.
Is
Alright.
that a canon character or not?
Yes.
Yeah, Homura. The fuck did I do Homura?
I don't remember, honestly.
Yeah,
like,
she's not in the picture, so I don't think I actually. Oh well.
Just
Yeah,
make
because
a voice.
Mommy Tamura was the Scottish one, so fuck it, I don't care. Kyoko, I think it might have been this. Kyoko, let me hear your story.
Homura said.
Don't worry, I trust you over this stranger.
Oh, where are my manners?
Zisa suddenly put on a different attitude, but not as if she had another personality. Because you really had to describe it in that way.
I'm Zusa Kananjo. My magical powers involve making portals and sliding between dimensions.
Which, again...
That's how you introduce yourself, by listing your powers?
Hi, my name is Asa. My powers include doing voices and talking on the internet.
And
Pleasure
hi,
to meet
my
you.
name is Art. My powers include playing the viola and writing music.
My name is Rydell, and my powers include art, not the person.
Not from what I've heard. Hey-o. Anyway.
I think that's an Andy line.
Isn't a Puella Magi's powers based on their wish?
Andy asked.
What did you do to get such powers?
I wish to go to Equestria.
Zusa reverted to her less pleasant self.
I had allies in my royal world that gave me some of their power with their last breaths.
Royal world? That's not what it says.
Is it? Original world. I'm not sure how I got royal.
Yeah.
I guess they wouldn't want to think of me becoming the way I am now. But even then, even if I'm just following Kyubey's orders, I'm still helping out the multiverse.
Or, alternately, you could go to Kyubey, point him at other things in the multiverse, tell him, hey, here are some ways that entropy is being averted, and then do that, you stupid bitch!
She's the Silver Surfer. What are you gonna do? Humph!
That's true. Kyoko scoffed.
Okay, here's my story.
The redhead took a deep breath.
Maybe you'll
This
remember
is my
hi-
story.
Maybe you'll remember him when you hear about it, Homura. A few months ago, I felt that Homura was on the brink of disappearing. She seemed desperate and lonely, but I couldn't really reach out to her as a fellow Paluga magic guy. Andy here, he slid here from another world. Except here, he would be forced to invent. Right, hold
You
on.
skipped
Alright,
Except-
apparently,
Okay.
he had made a deal with Cube after seeing Homura's situation, having a noble desire to help her. The circumstances were similar to those of the original Paluga Magica, except here he would be forced to ingest despair every time he defeated a demon. He
You must
was-
eat despair.
Oh, delicious.
Ooh.
He was well aware of of that when he made the wish, but he didn't tell Homura. They were almost ideal lovers. It feels embarrassing and cheesy just describing it. But that's how it was. When he got near the point of becoming a demon, unpleasant things happened, to say the least. I got close to him because of a foolish decision. And maybe that's why I'm so attached to him now. But in the end, Homura overcame all odds against her. When Andy became a demon, she was able to revoice the choice through another Pajuli magic-y wish and force of will alone. That's why I'm so surprised when it turned out Homura's memories were wiped and mine weren't. Whatever.
By the way, that is basically a plot summary of Homura After Story.
Oh my god.
Oh, and you want to know the fun part?
What?
That foolish decision Kyoko mentioned? Yeah, she got all lusty for the stew. And then she was like, "Can I have sex with you?"
Oh,
And then the
Susan.
stew was just like, "Yeah, but it's gonna hurt." And
Well,
I
yeah,
have a
you're
spiked
having
dick.
sex with Stu.
Oh shit.
well, no, because here's the thing, like, he said that, and then he proceeded to get into it anyway, and she didn't fucking
I got
enjoy
into
it,
that.
and he didn't fucking stop, even though the whole thing could have been avoided by him just originally keeping to what he said he was going to do.
Getting into that. Oh,
I
okay.
haven't actually gotten to that segment in the library of the damned snarking of Homura After Story yet, but trust me, I get a little miffed about that.
Okay.
Anyway.
Oh Jesus Christ! It's Homura saying the next bit.
Yeah.
What? Jesus is thundering out. Well, maybe he doesn't feel similar in some way.
She does feel
Oh, sorry.
familiar in
Maybe.
some way.
Well, maybe he does feel familiar in some way.
Homura said. Andy blushed among her every gaze, which formed a maze around
Among?
him for some reason, and did so at the present.
I guess I should go now.
The boy spoke up.
I
Please
mean-
do.
I mean, go as in speak up for my
Yeah.
case.
Wait, was Homura the one I gave the stupid name American person? Oh, I don't remember. Whatever.
For my case, I remember most of Kyoko's story, but it seemed like pure fantasy to me, or a pleasant dream. I have a stronger set of memories in which I don't even arrive here up until now. Kyubei did approach me that one October night, and I was set on making the deal, but suddenly he disappeared and I got dizzy. I stumbled back to my bed, thinking it was just a hallucination and wanting to brush it off. But the images it forced on me, they stay embedded in my mind. I wanted to just believe that you people were on the level of fictional characters. But before I knew it, I was obsessing over Homura, fantasizing about her day and night, wanting to cure her loneliness.
That's
With
what
my
she
dick.
said. Which is
That was a-
hilarious, because one of the most hilarious parts of Homura After Story came in when he literally admitted that he masturbated to Homura.
Homura, listen, I love you. I've always loved you. I've jerked off so many times over your image I can't even count it.
It's actually not that far off. But anyway, sorry.
It was an attachment for me, and I didn't know why it was there. It was just, and it just was, and I didn't care if it made living an inconvenience or made me question my sanity. It went on for 6 or 7 good months, and I don't care if it goes on forever. Now then, oh God, I sound so generic.
Yes, you do. Glad I'm not the only
Yeah.
one.
And saying that aloud makes me feel like I'm in some dumb anime.
No, you're in a dumb fan fiction for what I take it as a good anime.
Yeah. I usually just like anime, but the actual Madoka is pretty good.
Yeah.
But here it is, my introduction.
The boy stood up sharply, looking at the table and his tea, just as he was about to jack off into it.
Oh my god, oh my god.
I think that's still the boy. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm Andy is at the end of the paragraph, so.
Yeah.
I know that you might not need me, and I probably don't deserve you, Homura.
Understatement of the fucking millennium!
But I just hope you'll like my sexy voice. But given the opportunity here, and the chance, I'm not going to say I'm not good enough. Like
Oh,
a wimp, whatever you... Like a wimp, whatever you need something that I can bring, or something I can do.
I think I lost that sentence somewhere along the way.
Yes, you
I think
did.
so did the author.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Sure, I'm just another romantic fool in a badly scripted scenario.
Yes.
Holy shit, this is meta.
Oh my god! It's meta without even intending to be. Holy god!
God agrees, apparently. Another roll of thunder.
But I don't have to be special
Then why are you at Mary Sue?
or unique.
Then why are you at Mary Sue?
I'm just me, and I'm in love, and it's as simple as that. This time around, I won't use any pseudonyms to assume a different identity.
That's okay. Your last one was pretty stupid anyway.
Yep.
Susa, you can stop calling me Shade, too. All of you 3, and whoever bothers to know me in this world, I'm Andy. Hi.
Hi, Andy.
I
And I'm an alcoholic. Okay, so basically, if his name's actually Shade, then wouldn't that mean that he is actually assuming a different identity and is using a pseudonym, or whatever stupid bullshit he was just saying he wasn't going to do anymore?
I think that's just
I
what
doubt-
Kyubin was calling him.
You know, just off of of names, it's more likely Andy's his name and Shade's a pseudonym. Because if your parents named you Shade,
Well, I assumed he was like a force of pure Sue, developed from a dark energy, and that's why he was such a problem. That like Kibei's like, oh shit, this guy's basically just like this being of pure darkness and bad writing who is, manifested in the form of this kid named Andy. Go and kill him or something.
Yeah.
because I don't think you can be that purely Sue, given the original Mary Sue from A Trekkie's Tale was a parody
This is true.
of that writing.
Yeah.
But the word has come to just mean something
Yeah.
entirely different than the parody.
So I don't think you can ever become that pure.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're
There's different ways of being a Sue, and some
Anyway,
of them.
you're back on with Zusa.
Whatever.
Zusa said as she violently pulled Andy back to his seat, and the boy indeed looked like he had his bubble burst.
You must be so proud of yourself, you generic trash.
I love how the author's basically just going like, yes, my last story sucked. Yes, I'm rebooting the whole thing. And yes, the last time was terrible, but god damn it, I'm doing it again. And then Zusa's like,
I'm doing it better. I'm doing it again.
That's like the whole point of his speech is like yes, sure, everything that you remember from that past reality that was just described, the past story. Yes, all that happened. Yes, that was something that happened, and yes, it was generic and stupid. But god damn it, it was true, and I'm gonna do it all over again.
And it's hilarious too because he didn't mention all the times where the story stopped in its tracks and allowed him to go on this philosophical ranting about the universe.
Do you really want him to sit down and go over all that again, Herr?
Do you want him to have a philosophical rant about his philosophical rants?
Well, he got into a philosophical rant about masturbation, so I guess not.
Yeah, let's not do that again.
Okay, anyway, back to Homura.
To jerk or not to
All right.
jerk? That is the question.
I see.
Whether 'tis
Homura.
nobler in the crotch to suffer the slings and arrows of BDSM, or
Oh my.
or to
Oh
take
my
hands
God.
and cause a sea of troubles.
Oh my god, right now.
That's glorious.
Oh my, that is amazing.
And then with
Okay.
Kleenex wiped them.
Right. I'm moving on. Homura said as she gazed at Andy looking weaker than ever.
I did feel someone's presence and care for me ever since I started to feel extremely lonely. Must have been you. Thank you, then. I probably would have died if not for you.
And that presence is eliminated.
Kyoko seized the opportunity.
Homura, who you care so much about, might disappear. Zuza.
Oh no!
Oh shit! What the fuck is happening? Why is she disappearing?
I think she say if Andy's not there to stalk her, then she might die, and Susa has a crush on her.
Well, see, because the thing is that at the very opening of Homura After Story, Homura was doing all this moping about Madoka, and that was, and the stew kind of stopped that.
Okay.
So she's sort of just like, so if you eliminate this guy, then she's gonna lose the support she got for some reason, even though she doesn't remember any of it, and she's gonna go into despairing for Madoka, even though it'll have been 6 or 7 months since then, and and most people that grieve would have snapped out of it by now. But fuck you, our stew needs to stay.
Zuza, listen. His dick is basically Zoloft. You cannot take that away from her.
Power of boners.
Anyway, pushing on.
Susa.
Are you really thanking him?
Susa said with a look of disgust.
Listen, boy, when the time comes,
Actually, wow.
you'll go through hell for her. I don't mean finding some clever strategy to overcome your enemy, or blocking an enemy attacking her for a few good seconds. I mean actual hell, with a devil and lake of fire and demons and all the different seven deadly sins and stuff. Like prison, but worse. Your ass is probably going to get ripped apart a few times.
Oh my god, dude, just get back to the story.
The kind that God throws upon you when it's proven you're nothing but trash. Will you? Or will you be nothing but a mass of elegant words and really crappy poetry and break her heart?
Well, I don't know, considering that, yeah. Again, he said you do not need to read Homura After Story to understand this, so moving on. Andy straightened up, not facing anyone in particular, but as if just reciting facts.
My presentation is called No One Can Prove Anything, especially if it's a hypothetical. But if a person isn't sure of himself, even if that amounts to nothing but arrogance when the time comes, that person doesn't deserve to be called a lover, as you can see in Figure A. Yes, of course I'd go through hell for her.
Homura only seems slightly flattered.
Whatever.
So you cannot be considered to be a lover if you aren't willing to literally go through hell for someone. I mean, I'm all about, meaningful relationships full of, deep-seated affection and personal connection, but, it's okay if you just have sex with someone and you're not willing to literally throw yourself into a meat grinder for them. Like, people can do that. It's okay.
Well, whatever. It's just this. It's just the stew going off again. Anyways, Yusa said,
I'm going to do some stuff at home. Don't come after me and try to kill me, or you might find the sky falling down on you.
With that, the twin-tailed girl slurped her milk tea and noisily and left.
Okay.
Homura.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. Don't worry. Sorry. Really hot and muggy. Wait, don't worry, blah, 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 before leaving. Okay. No, wait, that's Andy's heart. God damn, where the hell was that last line?
Thanks for the support.
No, what? All right, thanks for the support. All right. In other words, oh wait, hold on.
No. That's
you need to say thanks for the support.
Becoming more confusing. Thanks for the support.
Homura paused as she looked at Andy.
Wait, shit, it's a different character. Whatever. Andy.
That accent was definitely troublesome. Oh my God!
Excuse me.
I think it's hold on. The accent was troublesome, but right after Duhad messed up which voice it is, the fic has just gotten more meta.
Yes.
Oh my God!
We're supposed to be commenting on the fic. Now the fic is commenting on us.
Screw you,
Oh
Fic.
my
It's
God.
really humid out. I can't be held responsible.
Inception!
Anyway, but I think it's still a bit too early to call it a date. We can go over things later.
In the other world line, I had dinner with you right after I saved you from a demon a few months back.
Andy's eyes were darting back and forth, trying to maintain eye contact, but failing.
It's fine. It's probably better to pace things like this anyway.
I should say so! Homura showed an understanding smile, one that sent butterflies crawling all over Andy's heart before leaving.
Oh God! Oh God! The butterflies! The butterflies!
No! Keep away!
And then, oh my God, you too.
Don't worry.
Kyoko said assuredly.
She'll come back to you eventually.
Andy could only flash an embarrassed smile at the statement.
Wait. Crap.
The boy said.
I guess I'm paying for all of us.
He reached into his pocket and found his wallet.
So it turns out I still have this thing. So my physical self is the same, and my social status in this world is the same, but no magic and no Homura.
Andy
Was
laid
his
down.
wallet a plot point? If he, felt the need to point out, oh yeah, I still have this.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just something he randomly brought out. Andy laid out the bills and put a tip.
I guess it would be rather troublesome if I didn't have an apartment, huh?
As Kyoko and Andy left the cafe, only silence was exchanged between them for a while.
But so the reason he still has all of his stuff is because it would be troublesome if he didn't.
Evidently.
The story's so meta about how crappy it is.
One of the biggest things that makes a Sue and problematic is that their presence negates conflict. You basically said that you altered rules to avoid a potential conflict.
Or if you
As the
did
author.
introduce a conflict, but it was solely because of your stupidity.
No, because the character causing a conflict through their stupidity isn't a problem.
Yeah.
It's when the
Yeah.
conflict is either non-existent, basically might as well not be existent because it gets solved instantly
but
by the Sioux,
here's the thing,
or
because
if
it's
the
like-
conflict is entirely based on like the Sioux being the Sioux, and so the conflict is just people going like, "Oh, you're too perfect. Oh, I will fight over how perfect you are."
A
Well,
normal
the conflict
character
was-
overcomes problems. A Sue negates problems.
Well, here's the thing, though, because it's like it would like the main problem with Ulrich Stu as a character in Homura After Story was that basically he wrote it as if he was writing your average rom-com, basically. And it's like, there's the misunderstanding that would have been avoided if he had just fucking piped up about it originally.
A problem being caused by a person being stupid doesn't make them sue. I mean, look at Futurama. Half the problems in there are caused by the fact that Fry's an
Yeah,
idiot.
but that's intentional.
And he's definitely not a sue.
That's intentional, though. Because it's just like, hey, here's this jackass that does stuff. He's supposed to be seen as such, and yada, yada, yada. There you go. And then there's Ulrich Stu being a jackass in his story, not telling someone. And he's supposed to be the guy who's really smart and really intelligent and really caring. And there he is not telling Homura, hey, something could happen to me because reasons.
That makes him a bad character. That doesn't make him a Sue. The fact that he negates problems makes him a Sue. The fact that he doesn't, they should be, much smarter than he actually is and much nicer than he actually is, makes him a badly written character. There is overlap between a bad character and a Sue, but they're not necessarily the same thing.
Yeah, well.
Or I'd say a Sue's a subset of bad character.
Yeah.
Not all bad characters are Sues.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Moving on.
Anyway, Kyoko is your next line. Is at the end of the paragraph. We got off.
Kyoko, why are you wishing me good luck?
Oh.
Kyoko, why are you wishing me good luck? Don't you, like me?
But you love Homura and hardly see me as a romantic interest.
Kyoko said dejectedly.
That's just the way things should be. I'm not going to win over your heart in your time of weakness.
Another silence.
I have a request. Can I stay at your place tonight, though?
So she's saying, I'm not going to win over your heart in your time of weakness, so allow me to win over your heart in a time of weakness.
I'm not going to win over your heart in a time of weakness. I just want to jump your bones.
Yeah, there you go. She doesn't want him to love her. She just wants him to have sex with her.
I can respect that. I can respect a lady who knows what she wants and is willing to just say, like, you know what? Let's just bone with nothing on the table. Just have fun.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sure.
Andy said as he silently led the girl to his apartment. If the things in the fantasy actually happened, Andy wondered, I must have wrecked her over with what I did, and yet she still likes me. Because you're a stew. Or it could go just be a... or it could go beyond just liking me, damn it, tongue. She's sacrificing her interests after all. Geez, I hope I'm not absorbing her emotional energy or something. Well, you're absorbing the narration, that's for damn sure. The two arrived at the door.
Where do you usually sleep anyways?
Okay. Listen, where the fuck is this?
I find places.
I find places. God damn, like for some reason. Okay, yeah, the mouse scrolled up and I lost my place. Yeah,
I find places.
Kyoko said, rather embarrassed and also forgetting that she tended to hang around an abandoned cathedral a whole lot.
Don't the police, track you down or something?
If you run around with the trash bag... If you run around with the trash bags or cloaks you find in alleys, they won't really notice.
Are cloaks a thing you normally find in alleyways?
Of course.
Don't you know anything about alleyways?
Yeah, that's how Batman gets around so sneakily. The cops are like, oh, whatever, hey, it's Batman. No, it's just some guy wearing a bunch of cloaks. Well, whatever. It's fine, I guess.
As far as the public is concerned, what happened to my family was some freak incident that occurred a long time ago, and they don't care about what happened to the supposedly magical girl that might have lived. But I don't want you to pity, Andy. You probably read about it in the news. In third world countries, girls half my age are forced into prostitution, and war's getting more and more unpleasant.
Whoa, Kyoko, where the fuck did that come from?
Well, I think that's basically the author saying the old people in Africa are starving, therefore you have to eat your dinner. I think this is basically people in Africa are starving, so you don't need to care about the homeless in America.
People.
Oh my god.
Except like even in words, it's like, yeah, whatever. Children are being sold into prostitution, so let's stop worrying about the homeless. It's like, wow,
Jesus.
that's dark and also like a really fucked up way of looking at the world.
And also completely off topic.
Yeah. Anyway, I love his list of concerns. In third world countries, girls are half my age are getting forced into prostitution. That's bad. And wars are only getting more unpleasant. That's worse.
Wars are getting more unpleasant.
I once met a soldier who had his boot be 2 sizes too large, and it was incredibly uncomfortable. I mean, you wouldn't believe it. I told this girl who's half my age who was a prostitute, and she was like, honey, I am so sorry for that guy. Oh my god. With civilian torture and genocide, and after all...
That doesn't mean you don't deserve comfort or love.
Andy said as he closed the door and stepped towards Kyoko. There was only one moderately large room in the whole apartment besides the bathroom. He had changed rooms a while ago, apparently, but didn't bother to just cancel his rent. Well, of course you didn't cancel your rent, doofus. You just changed the room. You didn't change apartments. It turned out to be a good idea to keep this place after all alone with her in the center of it.
I don't think you can decide that you don't want to own part of your apartment anymore.
No.
Yeah, well...
Especially if it's a studio apartment.
Well, don't tell that to him. He's trying to look intelligent. And failing. Miserably.
He's a dumbass.
Yep. All alone with her in the center. Before he knew it, Andy began to stroke the red frizzy hair, and Kyoko buried herself in his chest. So again, she doesn't want to intrude on his love life, but she's intruding on his love life.
Oh, baby. Well, she's got a very fluid, free love definition of romance.
Yep.
Just for one night, okay?
Andy nodded, and even though Kyoko had her eyes closed, she knew that she... Wait, so that was Kyoko saying that?
Apparently.
Oh.
Thank you, author, for proper attribution.
Just for one night, okay?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, they even did the thing where, you know, I mean, if a quote goes multiple paragraphs, you put a start quote at the beginning of each one, and you don't close the quote till it's actually over. He did that, but apparently switched speakers.
Yeah. The two... Oh, wait, no. What?
Yes.
No, he did close that quotation mark.
No, the one before the end of the previous paragraph.
That wasn't...
Oh, no, yeah, that's not a speak part, yeah. But,
it's just confusing.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Still.
Why is this story
We still got
so
lost who it was.
wonky? Okay, anyway, the two stood in that position for a while, enjoying each other's warmth and scent.
Maybe I should start preparing dinner.
The boy said, brushing Kyoko off gently. He opened the refrigerator and brought some ingredients onto the kitchen counter, but realized something.
I hope you like mini-me's.
I forgot something. I hope you like Weetabix.
Oh, you dude.
So I forgot some things after all. This is rather embarrassing. Maybe you could help me? Or
no problem.
if you really want something to eat.
I've got some cereal, but no
That's
milk,
what she
honey.
said. No problem, Kyoko said.
Yeah, no problem.
Kyoko said.
Before the world shift, you did teach me how to do stuff like this, like making cereal. It was very kind of you to explain that concept. You wouldn't mind fried or grilled, right? Oh, baby, I'll fillet your dick. Like you never even imagined. It's been a while since I've had them.
I don't know, I'm not too keen on fried or grilled cereal. Fine with me.
Andy said, feeling rather helpless as Kyoko arranged the cooking instruments. I don't know. People in the Midwest do eat fried butter.
This is true.
But butter's
So-
not cereal.
Yeah, this guy's cooking up this Weetabix in a really odd way.
Yeah, he really is, actually. Well, unless he crumbled the cereal to make some of the breading for the frying, then in which case. Anyway,
Breaded fried Weetabix.
yeah. Yeah, back on that world line, Kyoko had lived with him and Homura, not having anywhere else to go. It was... Oh.
Oh my
This
god.
is more plot summary. Thanks, narration. It was far from a pseudo harem or love triangle, and she seemed relatively happy in such a situation. Perhaps
Implying that normally she needs a pseudo harem or love triangle to be happy, and this is the exception.
Yes.
Oh,
Kyoko
God.
has a very interesting sense of romantic morality.
Oh, God.
Wait, Kyoko.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Yeah.
out of everybody, she was the one who would be disturbed the most
Perhaps-
by Visa's change. No,
Perhaps
honey.
this is why. Perhaps this is why she doesn't considering it intruding on his love life. She's used to pseudo harems.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pushing
Kyoko.
ahead.
Yeah.
Where are we?
The feeling I
Kyoko, the
get
feeling
while
I get.
Oh.
The feeling I get while doing this, it's kinda pleasant.
Kyoko said aloud.
But still, I don't seem... it doesn't seem like I'm going anywhere with my life. I don't care that much about a job or helping society. But at this point, I kind of ruined for stuff like romance or such. I had kind of planned to live with the two of you forever back then, honestly.
Oh wow! Thanks for dropping that bombshell on us. We were kind of hoping you'd move out by Friday.
Awkward. Andy stayed silent, as if afraid to ask a question.
Don't worry about it, though.
Even after hearing those words, the boy was in a state of confused pity.
So, Kyoko,
Andy started, wondering what kind of answer he would get.
you haven't been affected by any of Cube's triggers
Warning, Cube trigger.
or manipulations, right? If so, why do you like me so much?
Oh dear, this is going to be rich. Kyoko flushed, not wanting to answer the question.
Oh wow! This is a whole Freudian minefield here.
Oh no!
You kind of reminded me of my father.
It's
You
got a really
see,
big
he
electric
was
complex.
murdered by Spider-Man. I spent the last several dozen years trying to hunt him down. You know?
Yeah, she does have an electric complex. What the shit is this?
Anyway,
Never mind some of the physical features, but your gestures and the way you talk, it's rather comforting, and it all makes sense.
No, it doesn't. It
But you-
really doesn't.
But you're different than him.
didn't her father shoot himself in the head with a shotgun?
Well, yeah, that's how they're different.
But you're different than him in that you seem to care more for the individuals. For me, at least.
And less about the shotgun shells.
Yeah, less about the sucking off the end of shotgun barrels.
Oh,
My
you
family had-
only read Homura after story. Oh.
She has a shotgun fetish. Just let it
No.
suck it on the barrel.
No, her line about you seem to care more for the individual would have been hilarious when you compare it against the fact that half of his philosophical ramblings were basically Hallmark variety nihilism.
Lovely.
Our family had to put up with his ridiculous idealism for years. Oh well, so okay, she hates
Wait,
idealism.
Idealism? Oh,
Yeah, she hates idealism, so she likes the fact that he's a nihilist.
so she goes for the nihilist.
Yeah.
And he cares more about the individual. He wants the and about how the individual doesn't exist or
Shit.
doesn't matter. It's
Oh,
it's
dear.
not everyone collectively doesn't matter. It's you specifically don't matter.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Anyway, with his ridiculous idealism,
For years before I had a chance to become a Pogluga Magiki,
After which she wished for people to listen to her father, so that sentence doesn't make any goddamn sense, but whatever.
Yeah, he really didn't have the time or the will to actually kill Spider-Man. Well, play with me that much. Oh, shit. And she's talking about wanting to bone this guy, so shit.
No!
That is exactly what it sounds like.
No! Vic! What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, Daddy, you came and you saw me.
Oh! Andy blinked, unsure what to make of this. See, even he is sort of just like...
Oh God, the next one.
So this is something along the lines of a reverse Oedipus complex?
Oh my
It's called
god!
an Electra
Yeah, it's called
complex.
electric complex, dumb shit.
Wait, sorry. You might not know the story. You both have an electric complex and you're an idiot.
Oh no.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
let me talk down to you quickly. By the way, at this point he pulls out a huge cigar and just, shoves it into his mouth.
Oh my god. And he paused for a bit. And he paused for a bit. And the sounds of Kyoko preparing the food and nothing else hinted to him to go on. And it also hinted at him to actually be intelligent and to find out that there is actually a name for a reverse Oedipus complex, you stupid bint.
Well, also, wouldn't a reverse Oedipus complex actually? No, wait.
It'd be a father murdering his sister, his daughter, and marrying his son.
Or marrying his father?
It'd be a mother murdering his... It'd be a mother murders... No, the father murders the mother, then marries the son, would be a reverse Oedipus complex.
It marries the daughter.
Or possibly if father murders the daughter and then marry.
No. It would be...
I'm getting it. Yeah, marries mother, so father murders the...
So the father would murder the son and then marry the mother. Would be a reverse
What
Oedipus
the
complex.
fuck are we talking
It's
about? On with the story!
No, and divorces
about Oedipus
divorces the mother, kills the son, divorces the mother. That's the reverse Oedipus complex.
There we go.
Oh dear God, really?
It was a Greek tragedy. A prince, Oedipus, was fated to kill his father and married his mother. So he ran away to another kingdom.
He was
What?
sent away to another kingdom.
Or was sent away to another kingdom. When
Remember, he got
Oedipus-
his feet
Yeah.
out.
When,
And
Oed-
left.
when Oedipus discovered that prophecy, he left his foster parents thinking they were the ones he was fated to destroy. I think it goes that way, at least. Along the road, his group meets with his actual fathers on a trip, and he kills him over a minor argument. Then there's something about the riddle of the Sphinx, and I think then he reads from the Necronomicon and awakens a mummy who brings the plagues of Egypt, which were actually not from Egypt, so I'm not sure why the mummy has them. And then he went to his original country where he courted his mother, neither of them aware of their identities. I mean, they didn't know the other's identity, they knew their own identity. 20 years later, he finds out and stabs his eyes out and wanders the world blind. And then there were some sequels.
And then you took the time to tell us the entire Oedipus story to make yourself look smart while neglecting to mention that it's called an Electra complex. Good going, Stu. Good going.
It's pretty fucking impressive.
Wow. That's fucking retarded. And this is the kind of shit he did in Homura After Story too, so he says this story was better than Homura After Story? Complete and utter bullshit.
No. He might not be saying that they're not philosophizing, but rather that the philosophy is better. Because you see here, he's telling you a story someone else wrote.
Good point.
Which that's just reminding me of who was the cinema snob who says, "Don't reference a better movie in your shitty movie."
I think that is one
Same
of
would
his
apply
quotes.
here.
Yeah.
I fucking love Brad Jones.
Okay.
Anyway,
Kyoko
continuing.
frowned. Oh no.
Kyoko,
What kind of story is that? There's no banging your father in it. I hate it.
Andy shrugged.
A sexy kind? It's much better than, say, fairy tales or the modern literature we have today. I could have just said it was the tale of a man killing his father and marrying his mother, but I prefer to tell this full story.
Which is why I
That
told you an
way,
incredibly
my
summed up
fanfic
version.
That way, my fanfic looks longer.
Also, it's like, that's not the full story. That's like the Cliff Notes version.
It is, too. Like, it drops the Oedipus's daughters, it drops his sons, it drops
the theories.
It drops Tiresias.
It drops everything. Anyway,
Except the base.
Yeah.
Really. Anyway.
Yeah, again, it's the summary. It's the very short version of the story.
Yep.
To me, it's not all that tragic. I find it really uplifting. And the characters were only tragic in their ignorance as opposed to all the other tragedies where it's...
Oh god, he's tipping his fedora
knowledgeable.
right now. I find the greatest tragedy in this world to be ignorance. I am euphoric in my own intelligence. Tip, tip, tip,
I
tip,
was
tip, tip,
ignorant
tip, tip.
before it was cool.
Well, hold on. Original hipster. I alone know that I know nothing. If I just remember who it was.
I think it was Aristotle. Was it Aristotle? It wasn't Plato. I think it was Aristotle.
I
No, it was
don't think it was Aristotle.
Socrates?
No, hold on. It was. It was Socrates, yeah.
Booyah!
Boom, bitch! Get out the
But
way!
written by, we know it through Plato's writings because
Right, yeah.
Socrates didn't write things down because he felt that writing was destroying people's ability to think.
I love you, Socrates. You're such... Like, he's not only the original hipster, but also just like the original grumpy old man who hates technology.
Back in my day, we didn't have writing. Okay, we did, but it sucked then too.
The kids today with their nose in the books. I tell you something.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the story itself.
Oh wait,
But I haven't actually read it
oh
myself.
god, it's
To me, it's not all that tragic, as the characters are only tragic by their own ignorance. But I haven't actually read it myself.
Oh!
Oh!
Fucking cockhead.
Wait, so if you had read it, then you would know that the original, that the play
I
by
felt the need to
Sophocles-
tell you the whole thing. Oh, by the way, I haven't actually read it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, besides, isn't Oedipus the king, the original Sophocles play? Like, doesn't it take place way after he marries the mother?
I think so.
It takes place, and then it's sort of about him finding out that it happened.
Yeah. Anyway.
And it has two sequels, Oedipus and Colonus and Antigone.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyhow, a 19th century philosopher named Sigmund Freud focused on psychoanalysis.
Ooh.
For example, he spent a lot of time interviewing his daughter about her sexual fantasies about him, and said that every male is subconsciously like a willing Oedipus to want to slay his dad and marry his mom. I heard Freud obsesses way too much over sex, but I suppose there's some logic to this theory, which is why no one actually uses any of Freud's stuff anymore.
Hey,
And instead, more inspired modern.
I disagree with that. I use Freud's techniques all the time. For instance, whenever I feel I have a head cold, I snort cocaine.
Oh,
Which is
no.
something he advised. He advised liberal use of cocaine to deal with mild
Yeah,
elements.
That's true, actually.
I use Freud's methods all the time too. I'm constantly talking about fucking people's moms.
This is true.
Yeah. Oh my god.
If I had a camera on, I'd make some sort of joke about, like, Freud had no idea what he was talking about and then start deep-throating a bottle, but obviously I don't have a camera on.
Anyway, on with the story.
Anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Okay,
There are other reasons I like you too, besides the fact that you look like my dear old dad.
Kyoko said.
I think it was jealousy at first, which is just part of human nature. Wanting to fuck something that you're jealous of. That's human nature. Still, after the night we had together, after you had grown bitter and sullen due to your contract you made with Cube, oh my god, fucking sploosh. I still think you rather pleasantly. I don't know. It's not that there would have been no one else, but I want to redo that night so that you
I want a
could
do-over.
I want you to be miserable and bitter so we can fuck. Yeah.
Well, he was miserable and bitter when they did fuck.
Well, that's what seems to have turned her on.
Well, yeah, she wants to be miserable and bitter too.
Well,
Yeah.
she was miserable when they fucked last time because she
yeah,
didn't
not
enjoy
bitter.
it.
That is what
But
she's
she
talking
wasn't
about.
bitter yet.
She's talking about how she wants him to be bitter and angry again so that they can have the same connection they had before. Because that's what attracted her to him. His bitterness and anger. She's a Sith. She's a sexually active Sith.
Oh my god!
Oh, God.
Shit.
Then sees Kyoko's
Blah, blah, blah. Pleasantly.
So that we could connect.
Yeah, we can connect better. In a better way.
Andy stood deep in thought. Apparently, as he had grown closer to the demonic state, grief had filled his heart, and he sees Kyoko's random request for sex as an opportunity. Thank you for more fucking plot summary, Mr. You don't need to know Homura after story to understand anything in this.
Well,
Jesus!
To be fair, he's explaining this stuff because he's going on the assumption that you haven't read it, so this would actually be
Yeah,
why.
but there are
Is
better
that a
ways of
sexual
providing
attack
that
of
kind of...
opportunity?
Oh, there are.
There are better ways
Yeah.
of providing that sort of exposition than this. I mean,
Oh yeah, no,
you could-
totally. But like the problem here isn't that you didn't have to read the original. The problem is that he assumes you just didn't read the original.
And just dumps it in there.
Yeah.
with
It-
no
it
effort
act-
whatsoever. Because that's
Probably
how that
better-
works.
With the amount you need to know, it probably would have been better to include all this and just put a note. This is a sequel to Homura After Story.
I know.
If you can't make it through that, you're probably not going to enjoy this.
Yeah, there we go. He didn't bother making her feel too good and wasn't able to in the mental state he had been in.
Okay.
No, wait, that's you.
In the way he had blah blah blah. Sorry.
I can feel now it works down there. Ooh. And for me, I don't think anybody changed.
My body's.
My body's.
My body's changed. Even if it's a passing nightmare for you. I remember those moments when you took my virginity. And I can't help thinking about them a lot sometimes. By the way, I
Andy-
still don't want to interfere in your relationship while you're fragile.
Yeah, he doesn't. Obviously, she doesn't want to interfere with his relationship. She's glad to let him have sex with both.
Yeah. Andy sighed.
I guess I should make that up to you somehow. With more sex? How did you find out about sex anyway? I mean, that's not something you can just discover on your own. I doubt your dad would have been the type to talk to you about something like this.
Yeah, that's one of the things I hated most about him, Dad.
Duh.
I was curious one day and asked Homura and Mammy about it. I did
my God.
imagine correctly how some things would actually go, but a lot of things surprised me. Like you can stick a penis in a vagina. What's up with that? What? And even more when we actually came time to do it.
Andy swallowed a silent gulp. The bed was only
Is
a
that
minute
like
or
a
two.
big gulp?
Swallowed a silent gulp.
It's
It's like a
from-
stealthy version of the big gulp.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Yeah. Purple Pros, why are you there? Andy swallowed a silent gulp. The bed was only a meter or two away from him. He hadn't bothered with a couch, so spending the night with Kyoko might lead to some other implications. Well, gee,
But
yeah,
she's not trying to interfere.
Yeah, and you've only been talking about Kyoko wanting to bang the stew for, I don't know, several fucking paragraphs. Good God.
God, I don't think we've ever talked about sex this much in a Let's Read before.
I
ever.
don't think we have either.
That includes all the groups. Like even in like the bits where Twilight has sex with Gyro-Con, we didn't talk about sex this much.
On Gainbow Dash. Gainbow Dash, we talked Lex about sex, and it has how many sex scenes?
Fair point.
Yeah, fair point.
Admittedly, it was probably stopped by the fact that, you know, Big Macintosh's dick had hooves and Celestial was a gay bar.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wanna take you to the gay bar, gay bar.
Yeah. As the two ate dinner, there was a silent tension between them. Sexual tension, panda! Kyoko felt guilty, realizing that she had said she supported restoring Andy's relationship with Homura, and yet she was taking advantage of the current situation to get closer to him! Oh my, even the thick admits it! Oh my god!
Girl, you ain't known what? Oh
my god! Andy felt guilty knowing that even if he just let her stay the night, it would make him more than her friend already. Maybe tomorrow she could stay at Zeus's place or something. But no, that twin-tailed girl still wasn't trustworthy.
I'm gonna let her sleep at the place of the person who tried to kill me. Seems like a good plan.
You should
Yeah.
probably take a shower.
Andy
I'll
said,
join you in a
realizing
bit.
that... Yeah. Andy said, realizing that Kyoko had nothing to do after her plate was empty.
I'll do the dishes. It's only that fair that way. Seriously though, seeing that I'm probably going to stay in this world, I'll have to learn cooking all over again because cooking is so different in other worlds.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It might be harder this time too, huh?
This world is expert level cooking.
Oh, you have entered the expert level area. Iron Chef. Let's go. I don't know. I don't need a shower.
Kyoko claimed.
I like to feel dirty. I'm fine in these clothes too.
Annie left out a soft, fond sigh. Even after she had moved in with him and Homura, she refused to take showers daily or even weekly, and it had taken a while to get her to put her everyday outfit in the laundry.
Okay, that's not like fond
Okay,
remembrance
if you were my,
level. That's,
okay, if someone was my housemate and that were his habits, I would have kicked his ass out of the apartment 2 months in.
like
2 months before
she's
now.
attracted to Nihilist, talks openly about wanting to fuck her dad, and does not bathe or change her clothes for weeks on end. This is not a healthy human being. This is not a person you want to be anywhere nearby. This is a certified crazy person.
I think I might have met this person at a con.
Oh, God.
It was probably Dakari King Mikan.
Oh, jeez.
Honestly, don't you know how much water all this stuff takes? You're the only one that can actually access information. After all, humans have got along perfectly fine without washing themselves until a few centuries ago, right?
Yeah, when
You're
they
the
were
only
dying
one
because
that
of
can-
their bad hygiene, you stupid bitch.
Actually,
Jesus
no,
Christ,
hey,
chili
hey,
cheese
hey,
fries.
hey. History major here. They did bathe. It is a
Yeah.
myth that people did not bathe in history. People were actually quite good about bathing, even in the Dark
Yeah.
Ages.
Yeah, basically, the idea that in the Dark Ages people didn't bathe was made up in the Renaissance to say they were better than people in the Dark Ages. Also, the term Dark Ages was made up in the Renaissance to make fun of the poor lighting technology in the Dark Ages, to make them feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
Pretty much all the stuff about how horrible the Dark Ages was made up in the Renaissance to say we're better than we used to be. We're enlightened.
And it stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because it's the Renaissance. Obviously, everything was correct.
Well, the Renaissance is when people started finally like writing shit down and you know.
Well, except for the fact that
well, the
people
monks,
had
yeah.
been, monks.
But like it's where you know things started becoming easier to bookkeep again. So like there's more evidence from the Renaissance than we have from the Dark Ages. Even though the Dark Ages are actually not that bad, we have a lot of evidence that was actually a not terrifyingly awful time to be living in.
Until the Black Plague came around, in which
Yes,
case.
that was pretty shitty. But I mean, like
Yeah.
besides that,
Yeah. Anyway.
It killed the second most people out of any plague in Europe?
yeah,
Or was it third? I think it was third.
third I think. But,
Anyway,
Ah.
World
Humans
history.
not
Yeah.
bathing back then? Myth.
yeah.
Back
So,
to the
what was I
story.
say? You're the only one that can access information after all. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Particularly when you talk
doesn't
about
say
how much.
only. Well, it doesn't say
Oh.
only one.
Oh.
That
You're
should
the
be
one
fair.
that can access information after all. I still have no idea what's. So is she saying actually like quick go to the computer and Google how much water taking a shower uses?
It's more of the Stu puffing himself up as an intellectual.
Okay, we're getting close to the end, so let's push ahead.
Yeah.
It's more of a psychological thing, and a health thing, and a dear God, you smell rank thing. But true. Except false. First world countries, especially America, use ridiculous amounts of fresh water and heat. Which is a good thing. Water's a renewable resource.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't get why they don't just use salt water or something.
Because if you've ever washed your body with salt water, dear God, no.
Yeah, clearly this is for someone who's never been on a boat, especially not a working boat.
Yep.
Still,
Also-
You'll
feel better if you take a shower.
unless it's a saltwater shower, in which case you'll feel worse.
You'll feel like shit, and you'll want to scrape your
and-
body down for the crust.
Yeah.
You don't
Right.
smell that strongly of dirt or anything,
Well, it's usually not the dirt that they smell of.
but it'll give you a fresh feeling. I won't force you to do it every day or anything.
Humph!
Kyoko scoffed and went in the bathroom. She didn't quite remember the last time she took a shower, but knew that doing so felt unreasonably pleasant. As she turned on the hot water and stepped into the bathtub, she could feel her muscles relaxing. The sensation of water almost felt like insects crawling over her skin.
She is.
Relaxing!
Well, this is a girl who, again, wants to fuck her dad and is turned on by nihilism, so
True.
And yeah, hates bathing.
it
Yeah.
fits.
Except without the trouble of not being able to shake them off. It was more of a warm breeze type of feeling than just
Warm
use
breeze,
that
like it-
description.
Yeah, warm breeze, like insects crawling over your skin.
Than anything, a breeze that just kept on coming. Kyoko couldn't
Unlike
push
normal
past.
breezes.
Yeah. Kyoko couldn't push part of the curtain and look at her reflection in the mirror and said that she deserved this, but it was relaxing nevertheless. It was like being born again, except without all of the unpleasantness.
Of being born.
She remembers her own birth, and she can't push past the curtain? What the hell is this curtain made of?
Oh,
Placenta, probably.
this is so fucking weird.
I know. Andy had left clothes on the counter before she came in, which would be rather revealing even for her slim figure, but it wasn't a problem. Yes,
She
it
wanted
kind
him to
of
s-
is.
She wants him to see her naked anyway.
Andy, like, you're not being subtle. I don't want you. I don't want to have sex. I'm not sure if I want to have sex with you. I'm in an emotional state. Here, wear this black lacy nightie. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I really don't want to know if I should have sex with you. Kirk, let's sit on my bed together. There's only one bed, and I don't want to sleep on the ground.
Yeah.
You can sit on my lap while we talk.
And remember,
Platonically.
the fic acknowledges this, and yet it's doing it anyway. Yeah. Kyoko had probably taken a much longer time in the shower than intended, but didn't worry too much about it as she wiped herself off. So this was first world luxury, huh? And no, not even that. There were plenty even wealthier. Oh my god, dude.
God, what is she? Is she from, like... Did she live in a cave? Is she unaware of this sensation we humans call a bath? Because, like, it sounds like she's never been in water before.
Fun thing there with the first world. If you look at how the first, second, and third world are actually defined, it's based off what side you were in during the Cold War.
Huh. That's actually kind of... That's hilarious.
Which makes descriptions of third world stuff kind of hilarious when you actually think of some of the countries that were neutral in the Cold War.
Yeah, what would be considered third
like
world countries?
Switzerland,
It's a third world country.
technically.
Okay, anyway.
Switzerland's
Kyoko put
neutral
on-
in every war.
Yeah. Kyoko put on the sleeveless shirt and boxers and came out of the bathroom feeling refreshed. Andy, that's your line.
You're not
You're
going
not
to
the-
dry.
That's
Oh, it's
Andy's
just
line.
Andy line.
You're not going to dry your hair?
Andy asked after a few seconds of observing her contentment.
I want to watch you dry your hair. Come on, dry it all sexy for me.
Kyoko said.
The weather's getting rather warm, and I don't think I'd catch a cold anyways.
I don't
like
think
having
that's
my
the
hair wet.
Point.
But if you lie down, you'll get water on the bed. And don't say you're not taking the bed. What about I dry it for you?
That's what she said.
With my dick. I don't know how that works, but I'm doing it anyway.
Kyoko looked away, embarrassed, but didn't reject the idea.
Honestly, it's ridiculously long.
That's what she said. Andy observed as he ran the blow dryer over parts of the stringy red hair, annoyed by the time it took to dry.
It goes down almost all the way to your knees.
That's what she said.
I'm surprised it doesn't hinder you in battle.
It's
That's what
surprised
she
it doesn't-
said.
It's surprised it doesn't hinder you
Oh.
in battle. So the
I'm talking
hair
about
itself,
myself at the genderless third person now.
it's surprised. The hair is surprised that it doesn't hinder Kyoko in battle.
Well, it's really surprising.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway,
Have you ever thought of cutting it shorter or something? I
Oh.
like my women shaved, and not down there.
which is why I'm in a romance with Homura, who also has hair all the way down to her knees.
oh, if you want me to, senpai-san.
Kyoko
That's right.
said, still
Shave it all
uncomfortable yet.
off.
Yeah. Kyoko said, still uncomfortable yet comforted in this scenario.
You never had
it's-
an
oh,
experience
shit.
like
That's
this?
Kyoko. Right
that's
up.
Kyoko.
That's
No,
Kyoko.
wait, no, is it? Because
Oh wait.
formed a
No,
smile.
I
no,
think
it
that's
is.
Andy.
No, it is Andy.
You never had an experience like this either? I guess it would be just as embarrassing for you if this was a girl, right?
Kyoko formed a small nod. Kyoko brought her hands forward, triggered her magic, and created a being that gave a small nod.
Yes, that is
I
what it
can-
would mean. I can
I
see.
can see why you don't bother even trying to comb. This is really just one big mess of hair we have right here. Shave it all off.
Oh, fuck you! More silence, and Andy felt like he was obligated to say something.
No, you're not.
You know, if I get the opportunity, I'd resurrect Sayaka too. This is totally relevant to your hair.
Whoa! Wow! Hey, remember your buddy who died horribly? Yeah, I'd resurrect her too if I had if I had to call.
Wow.
Wow.
Probably be better if you were with her than with me. Zeus has stripped me of my powers, but Kyubey or some other dealer might approach me again.
You know, because Kyubey didn't get Kyoko to kill herself by saying, hey, you know about Sayaka's witch? Yeah, you can actually bring her back from that. Oh, sorry, I lied. That was just to get you in there to die, so Homura would be the only one left to deal with Walpurgis, which would force Madoka to make a contract. That didn't happen at all!
Nope.
Don't mention her.
Kyoko said somberly.
It's not like I want to forget her, but things about her just don't feel right in this scenario. You know, maybe she'd be happy if I found a boy, but even then, wait, I think we're assuming here that we had a canonical lesbian relationship despite the fact that she was clearly attracted to a guy and that the relationship was kind of more one-sided on my part. Whatever.
Her part, too. Remember?
Well, that
Sort
would
of.
explain why she'd be happier if Kyoko found a boy.
Yeah. She couldn't finish that statement. Eventually, the tedious hair drying process was done, and Andy went into the bathroom for his own shower. Kyoko threw herself, on the bed and stared at the ceiling for a bit before bunching up the blankets and sniffing them.
Okay. What is even going on here?
There, Duhad. There.
Okay, so where are we?
Sniffing the blankets.
What was the beginning of the paragraph?
I wasn't done with the narration yet.
Oh yeah, that's what I was confused.
Yeah. The smells were very faint, as the sheets hadn't been touched for a while, but even then she could smell something pleasant. Her imagination began to go places, that's what she said. Thinking of Sayaka as well as Andy, that's also what she said. Damn it.
That is exactly what she's saying, Herr.
Yeah.
It's not a joke.
Yeah, and guys must be thinking of this stuff all the time, huh? That's what she said. Or he said. Sorry. Rapid fire, that's what she said. Andy came out of the bathroom refreshed, in loose shorts and a t-shirt. After drying his hair, he approached Kyoko, ignoring her position on the bed.
Do you want to go straight to bed or mess around a bit? On the computer. You have my permission, you know.
Just
Kyoko took a deep breath.
come to bed.
She resisted the urge to add the words,
With me.
All right.
the boy said as he dimmed the lights.
Seeing that my social status here is still the same,
What's the social status he's referring to? Is
I
he
think
also
he's referring to his employment status.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Because in Homura After Story, he said he was employed by a Japanese animation company. When I ran across it in the snarking, I was like, yeah, probably as their janitor, considering how hard it is to actually get a job at a Japanese animation company.
No, Susan is very good at animation.
Anyway,
I still have to get up pretty early for work and tomorrow. Much earlier than I had to for school. As this is Friday tomorrow, right?
it's Friday! Gotta get down on Friday!
No.
It feels like my two biological clocks are overlapping.
Your two biological clocks.
They're ticking. You ain't gonna have a baby on his own.
How do you have like two separate sets of circadian rhythms?
I know! She's secretly Harrison Birtwhistle!
Well, there you go, I guess.
So it might be better to eliminate one this way.
Wait, what?
And with that, Andy got
What?
into
How
bed
are
with Kia.
That statement makes no damn sense.
It doesn't! It really doesn't!
Well, unless you're saying like one biological clock is, circadian rhythms, how long, your track time patterns and stuff, and the other one, my biological clock is ticking. There's only so long I can have babies.
I guess so.
I guess so.
And they're
with-
So
overlapping.
he's gonna have sex
On
with
with the
her
story.
and impregnate her now.
That's the idea.
Anyway, on with the story. And with that, Andy got into bed with Kyoko, the two sharing blankets. They were around a foot or two away, and Kyoko was facing the other distance.
Facing the other distance.
So she was facing the 3-mile run while he was the 5K run while he was facing the marathon. Okay. But Andy felt slightly aroused by the situation. Kyoko turned in her position before rolling over into Andy's arms.
Can we sleep this way, please? Still don't want to have sex with you.
Andy looked away embarrassed, but knew that he really didn't have a choice.
Sure, I obviously
Andy-
have no other options.
Like sleeping on the floor or anything like that. Andy
Or
said, and
saying no and turning around.
yeah. Andy said and embraced the redhead as she closed her eyes and pressed against his chest. I wonder if she ever did this with her father.
Oh God.
Oh no!
We'll keep reading the sentence.
Oh dear God. Oh shit, I lost my place.
God.
Oh yeah,
God.
just the way I phrased that sentence sounds wrong.
No shit.
Well, gee, you think? And what's more, it appears this body still isn't used to circumstances like this.
So, you're really that aroused right now?
Kyoko asked, smiling as she looked at Andy with her sharp crimson eyes. Crap, she actually felt it. Kyoko's expression quickly turned somber.
I have the same reaction when I think about killing Spider-Man.
Or my dad.
You're probably going to start dating Homura soon. And chances are, at least I believe it'll go well for you. This might be my only opportunity, and
She took a deep breath.
I want a memory of us together. One that's more pleasant.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll have sex with you.
Andy replied bluntly.
But remember, she doesn't want to interfere with his romantic.
His
Yeah.
love laugh.
Which even the thick knows. Go.
It might be your next line.
Andy, that's
Andy-
still your line.
No, it's Andy replied bluntly. Yeah.
It might not be that great, as half my mind knows how to do this and half of it doesn't. In any case,
With that, the young teenagers began stripping.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you haven't aged the characters up?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, this whole thing is metaphilic. What?
How
Well,
old
he's
are they?
technically-
Because it is
They're
possible to
te-
be
they're preteen-
teenagers
they're like-
and legal.
Well,
In
he
the
is
story,
technically
they're
a
like-
teenager too, so
they're
it's
like
not technically pedophilia.
Middle schoolers. They are middle schoolers in the show.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
problematic in most U.S. jurisdictions. Or actually, that would be pretty much all U.S. jurisdictions.
And most of the rest of the world as well.
Most of
Like, most of the world doesn't have
Most of
like
the world
yeah.
just.
Like most of the places where the legal age is younger is still somewhere in the area of like 16. These kids are below 14.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Japan's
Well,
is pretty
here's the thing,
low,
though,
but
'cause it's
Like even there, it's just like 15.
well,
uh,
when he originally wrote Homura After Story, he was 16. So
But he's in the U.S., so it's still fuck it. We're in the U.S. This is
Yeah.
like squicky for us.
okay, yeah, let's forget the squick and let's just move on because we're almost to the end. It went
Okay.
rather well, with enough foreplay as there was the actual act, which lasted a decent amount of time. The kisses and hugs had been tender yet passionate, and Kyoko had a look of genuine satisfaction after it was done, using the boy's chest as a pillow. Although Andy felt rather pleased for being able to comfort a girl he liked like this, there was something else on his mind, like the fact that he actually didn't use the word grotesque to describe the sex scene.
Just keep going, please. I feel ill.
I don't have an excuse this time.
The boy said out loud, disturbing Kyoko's peaceful rest.
There was no cursed grief in my heart, and neither was any magic worked on me. At least I don't think. I'm just imagining what I'll say to Homura the next day, and Susa too when we all meet up. Because I absolutely have to tell everyone about the sex I just had.
Oh god, I don't want to think about this anymore.
Not keeping it secret.
Kyoko said with a bitter smile, rearranging her position and stroking Andy's chest.
It shouldn't be too big an issue. I mean,
who's gonna care that there was just a sex scene with minors?
Let's just get to
Well-
the end.
Even if they try to ignore it, I'm telling it. I will make them listen to my story about sex. No secrets between friends, and definitely not lovers. Which
Kyoko
I
seemed
am.
to...
Wait, definitely not serious between lovers. So that would apply you and Kyoko. But are you lovers with Zusa? You're not allowed
Oh
to have
my-
secrets between her because.
Who established that she was a lesbian, too.
I've had
Kyoko
sex with a
seemed to
lesbian
s-
that wants to kill me.
Kyoko seemed to start to feel guilt, too.
Whatever. I should have brought it up later. Maybe when we wake up together. One thing though. Even if you don't have a problem with it, I'm not sure if things are the same after Zeus's twist. Cube said that Puella Magi couldn't get pregnant. But maybe that's different now.
What? When the fuck was that established?
I don't even. Fuck it. Keep going. I don't.
Right now.
If you can find a morning after pill or something of the sort tomorrow for me, right? After all, you aren't some girl in an H doujin or manga.
I think that was him about to say hentai.
I think that is literally him saying I think he's literally saying hentai doujin.
Hentai. Yeah. Yeah, doujin's a fan-made manga.
So
Yeah,
I think H doujin literally means
H-
hentai
it is
doujin.
hentai doujin.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Not just he's using it. It means
Keep
that.
going.
That's how
We're
it's.
a few paragraphs.
It wouldn't go too smoothly if you got too excited over the idea of having a child.
Get an abortion quickly.
Yeah, I need you to do this before you decide you want to have the child.
Yeah.
Kyoko nodded, still stroking the young man's chest. She didn't say it out loud, but deep down she did have a slight urge to just let things slide like that.
What you did with me tonight, though, it definitely wasn't just lust. Or, God forbid, killing time, right? I'm not sure how you can love Himura and yet do this kind of thing with me. Sorry! I was the one who requested it anyways.
Oh!
I can't say this without sounding incredibly awkward, but I sort of see you in a brotherly or even fatherly manner. I
Well,
heard
yeah,
you like the
Wait. This has got to be Kyoko's line, because there's no way that Andy just said that he found Kyoko, he liked Kyoko in a brotherly or fatherly manner.
It can't be. I don't know.
This has got to be Kyoko's line.
No, because the next paragraph is Kyoko.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is Andy.
I see you as a sister or a daughter. That's why I had sex with you.
No, but he didn't say it like that. He said, "I see you in a brotherly or even fatherly manner," to Kyoko, to the lady.
No, I think he's saying he sees her as him being the brother or him being the father. So he sees her like a sister or daughter.
I can say that was without sounding
We're
incredibly
6
awkward, but I
paragraphs
sort of
away
see
from
you in
the
a
end. Can we
brotherly.
just keep going, please?
I'm not sure how Freud would say sexuality ties into that, but I thought doing this might give you some closure. Or something. I don't know. It's a one-time thing, okay? We'll talk about threesomes tomorrow afternoon when we meet up with Homura and Sousa. For now, let me relax.
So it's a one-time thing, and
I
we're going
see,
to talk
yeah.
about keeping it going tomorrow.
No, he just said he's going to talk about threesomes. It's a one-time thing. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about having threesomes with people that aren't you.
Oh my god. Duhad?
Where are we?
I'm not sure
not
what
sure.
Zusa might say.
I'm not sure what Zeus might say about this.
Kyoko said as she nestled back closer to Andy.
It seems to me she either sees you as a generic shonen trash or cheating selfish scum.
Because he
Then
was
it-
the latter.
Then again, who cares about what she says?
Why
I enjoy...
is using the word shonen there? Why randomly in Japanese?
Cause fucking meta, fuck it, I don't give a fucking shit anymore. This is so fucking dumb, fuck this. I enjoy what we did tonight, so you really shouldn't worry too much about it. Maybe it's just giving me some closure. I always wanted to fuck my dad, and now I kinda have.
Ugh. Andy said as he turned back over to face Kyoko.
What about this then? I can't promise love or anything, but if we're ever in a compromising situation, as if I had to save Homura or you, I'll stick with some morals and try to get you both out safely.
If I'm in a situation where I can't save both of you, I'll try to save both of you.
Du-du-du-du-du-du.
It's tough to imagine as I don't have any powers to fight demons now, but it's a promise, okay?
It's a
I'll make
promise
sure that you both die instead of just you alone.
I promise that in a situation in which I have to make it, if it comes down to you or the other one, I won't choose you, but I promise to not just let you die if I can help it.
Wow.
That's a promise.
Smooth. Kyoko wanted to smile, but just looked downwards into space.
Thank
which was,
you.
Which was now hovering below her because Stephen Hawking doesn't exist.
Fuck.
The next morning, Andy got up rather early and shook Kyoko awake. She was a rather hard sleeper after all, ... that's what she said.
I'm leaving for work.
The boy said to Kyoko's dazed face.
There's food still on the counter, then you can let yourself out. Just wanted to tell you the next time you wake up, I won't feel like I ditched you too heartlessly. We'll all meet up at the cafe sometime in the afternoon, okay? Just wait outside the entrance.
Okay, we're almost done. Fuck it.
Right.
Kyoko muttered as she closed her eyes and turned over again. It wasn't even close to light out. She knew her role in her relationship with Andy, and pulling him back just wasn't one of them. It would be nice if she just spent an entire day with him, even if she wouldn't understand the conversations he brought up about literature and philosophy, or even if it would mean just sex. A single night like this would have to be good enough for her, as she sensed the real romantic story was coming.
Don't worry, Kyoko. If you do understand the stuff he's talking about with literature and philosophy, it's even dumber.
Yeah. What trouble, Kyoko thought as she rolled over in bed yet again. And with that ends the chapter! Finally!
Fuck. Okay.
Well, good news. The next chapter is even longer
So-
than that.
No. I'm done. I'm fucking done. No more pedophilia.
There, Duhad.
Pedophilia.